Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Valagar Aloevain, back for some more Dungeons & Dragons Online. So for this video here, it brings us back out to Evening Star, and we're going to be continuing on our rest stop, which if you look here, it is kind of the central western section here. Now, this quest is bestowed by Aloevain. Alright. My mistake, actually, is bestowed by Frida. Aloevain is the one for the very last one. So yeah, you guys get to see me mess up yet again. Alright, and once we have our quest for rest stop, we're going to want to head inside and head to the quest. So the quest here is right at the castle here on our way in. So you can just kind of hug the right hand side, kind of hug the water here. Making our way all the way around and then again into the castle. So, honestly, out of this chain, this is probably my favorite one. There's a nice little optional in it, which does involve having strength and other various skills that typically you don't normally come across for quests. Alright, so the first thing we'll do here is get our hireling summoned. Though actually, as the one I'm using does not have Death Ward, there really is no point. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is head into the door to the north. And we're actually going to see a whole bunch of people sitting here. Now, what we can do is we can actually interact with them. So we can use, if you are a trapper and have disabled device, you can interact with Thrain and disable the bear trap. Once you disable the bear trap, you can talk to them. And again, talk to all these people here. Now, if you're not sure if you actually have talked with them, just watch the optional mount and make sure that it goes down. So there we go. And a lot of these people, you instantly talk to them. They don't really say anything. Doesn't open up any type of dialogue box. And yeah, so you can head around the outside edge and just get them. It's an easy optional to get. It really takes no effort here.
Gently mock their comrades from the other campsite.
Alright, and then finally we're going to get to our last room here.
It may be wise to make sure,
which, if you don't want to do that optional, as you see, it's not worth a large amount, but it is some. What you do need to do, however, is talk to Breaker, which is sell some adventuring supplies, and you need to purchase the Adventurer's Torch. It is just 1 copper. Only one person in the party does need to purchase this. Once purchased, you can place it in the torch holder here, and it will open up, allowing you to continue. So if you don't want to do the running around talking to them, you can just head north immediately, grab the torch, and head on out. So with that bear trap that we had picked up there, throughout the quest there are going to be, well, the boss there, not really a boss, but he likes to teleport around. He teleports at various locations, and you can actually use the bear trap at one of the locations in order to stop him from teleporting there. Now, there are 2 ways to complete it. The first way is you can brute force your way through, or you can use these special skills to actually overcome it. So there's the guy there, just to our north. But before we get onto this path here, we're going to actually head a little bit further west, and we're going to head through the door to the south. Now here, it is a tower, and at the top of the tower, there is going to be an optional. This optional can drop a uniquely named bow, named the Road Watch Bow. Now on the way up, as you see, there are a bunch of gargoyles. And the boss to the quest here as well is going to be a gargoyle. You also notice sometimes these guys like to just fall straight down. Alright, so at the top you'll see here we have these guys, and then we got our Umbral Gargoyle Lord. A little bit of hit points, but nothing too major. Alright, so there he goes. And again, we can grab our loot chest. And here's that bow that I was mentioning, that Road Watch bow. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the bow there. Once you're done, you just want to head all the way to the bottom. And that's where we're going to start heading north. So as we approach, you're going to see this guy. He's going to teleport away. It's just after he finishes talking with you. And he's going to mention that it's his arcane staves that are going to keep him, again, away. Or stabs, however you want to pronounce it. So I tend to head left right away, as you can head right and kind of go around there. Like I said, I head left, and I just kind of hug the wall. So our first room here is immediately to our south. We just have a bunch of rats and a bunch of breakables. You can skip this room, obviously, for speed. But if you're wanting to go for full everything, you're going to want to stop and grab your breakables and the few kills there. Now again, around the corner, we're going to have our first staff room here. And here he is. So the first thing he's going to go is he's going to teleport out if we didn't actually see him there. And now you're going to want to actually interact with the staff. So obviously you're going to want to kill everything first. There we go. And then you're going to want to interact with the staff. So it is going to give you a couple of options. So you can break the staff over your knee. That will negate the ability to use the nethery staff safely. So we can also place a bear trap under it, or we can use strength. So I'm actually going to have Darkonius attempt to use strength to see if he can break the staff here. Just have him select the staff and use the strength option. Obviously, if he's not able to use the strength, then we'll just place the bear trap there. Alright, so it doesn't look like he is able to, so we're just going to place the bear trap on this one. And this one is now safely disabled. So the other two skill checks that we have are a arcane, channel arcane energy into it, which as an arty I will be able to do. And then the other one is a divine one, which again Darkonius would be able to do there as well. So this one here is the arcane, so we just select the thing, channel the arcane energy, cost a little bit of spell points, and there we go. Yeah, we can actually have Zebub try Divine with the Ranger. I don't remember if they count that one there. Wild Magic gets a little bit tricky, but you can definitely give it a shot. Alright, so as we continue hugging the left side, we're going to actually come down this section here, or we can maybe get some friends here coming up behind us. Alright, so in this room here, there's going to be some water elemental creatures. Now, you can take the time to kill them all. As well, there is some breakables in this room here as well. Now, this side you don't actually need to come down, just this little path. However, you do need to be in this room here, and you'll see this crystal on the wall. You need to just go for a quick swim under the water, and in here we're gonna have a cursed, or rather corrupted water elemental. You do need to kill him as it is a requirement for the quest itself. Killing him will also give you a nice little loot box. So that will be one of the links that you need to access the throne room. Alright, so where all those guys are coming from is actually going to be this room here, right here. So typically you would either clear or again run past and skip. Now from here, we are going to just run right here and head through this door. Now this will be our final staff that we need to cleanse. So because it is the final staff, Keldon can't escape. He comes rushing right back once he teleports away. Alright, and it does seem that rangers were able to use their divine magic to channel it there. It wasn't counting it as the wild magic. So that would also mean druids and anything that uses divine magic would be able to get through. Oh, it was Darkonius. Okay, that was my bad there. No worries. Alright, so now that we've cleared the staff, we can actually go to exit, and we can head off out to our western path. Now up here again, there are a couple of traps. And then it will lead us to this room here. It will have a nice little gargoyle. Now if at this point you need to shrine, you can actually head back to the start of the quest by just heading south here and pulling this lever. It will open up the gate, dropping you into the start of the quest. Then obviously once you shrine, you would head out and make your way back to this room here. Now this room here is our end fight. We just hop down and you're going to want to fight him. So if you can, there actually is on this far right wall. So if we were on this section right here, we can actually go to where that go to where the wall, the secret door is, and blast it to get the last of the ransack bonus, the breakables there. However, because it doesn't actually appear as a like a searchable wall or anything like that until after you complete, you almost have to know where you're looking. So I will show you just where that is. Another thing to point out is while you are fighting this boss, he will constantly spawn in these undead umbral rats. So if you take too long, just watch yourself. Again, it can get overwhelming pretty quick. Now to the east here, we have our chest. Can have some nice named loot, such as Forgotten Mace here. Forgotten Light. And after that, all that's left is to recall and turn in. Now again, most people run all 4 of these quests at once. If you are one of those people, obviously you do want to complete the quest there. But yeah, so here's the path. It's right here. So right before you start heading up the stairs, you can actually use Q and E, and oftentimes you can spot these breakables here. Now if you have, and I'm just going to shoot at the wall, some sort of explosion damage, you are able to get these 4 breakables here. 5 breakables, which is usually enough to get you the full ransack bonus. But again, if you don't stop at this, which is a solid wall for you, and get those breakables, you will not get that full ransack bonus. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been a blast, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one all.